Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Phillies, third baseman.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Foul ball. Stop off of first with 2 away.
That's out.
And a 1-1. Popped up. And that is that. The Expos have the lead 10-4. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewalling, it's awesome.
Next up for the Expos, right fielder Vladimir Guerrero.
Next to hit, Vladimir Guerrero. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Well, these players, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game. It tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Here's your 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Guerrero checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Bring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Well, be ready. He throws that curveball a lot. Probably more than any other pitch in his arsenal. And he's going to try to put you away with it like he did right there. That's his go-to pitch early and late in the count.
Galarraga in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And a foul ball. McCambley, 26 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2020. Swings through that one. On the ground to short, Turner. Over to stop for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. The Expos with the lead 10-4. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Spacing out. Then he took the light out. The rap game a giant. Bring shot to the top. Pop tops quicker than melodies. Are you scared of me? The rhyme's gonna blow. I'm prepared to eat. The stars telling the moon staring. I'm in tune. That you duck, that's a high tune. Spitter playing cruising in the car. We playing high tunes. Hey, you got it on lock. Like what's the password? Password.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And a man aboard.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Gabriel Rincones Jr. will hit next. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Hey.
The 1-1. That's ripped into the outfield. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Phillies, center fielder Brandon Marsh.
Back to the top of the order, Brandon Marsh now at the plate.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Off the plate, ball one.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. That's out number 2.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
So Harper stands in.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Garcia off of first with 2 away. And that one fouled off. The 0-2 gets a piece and stays alive. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Ball.
The 1-2. This one popped up. Cabrera in position. And that'll do it. The Expos out front 10-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brad Keller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
On the ground, and it goes just foul.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again. Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
1-2 now.
What do you got?
After it, appeal to first. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
third baseman, number 89.
Now it's going to be Tim Wallace, 1 for 3.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Joan Duran, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-2. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, second baseman, number 4.
Here's the second baseman, Lionel Shields. 0 for 3 in this one. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Man at first, 1 away. This one in the air, center field. Marsh should have this one. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, number 24.
Darren Fletcher getting ready to hit.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Foul ball. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. The Expos have the advantage, 10-4.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Mel Rojas.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah!
Ground ball right side. And foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Phillies, shortstop Trey.
Here's Turner now. This one in the air right field. And it stays fair. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher J.D. Realmuto.
Here comes Realmuto. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Strike on the inside corner. Turner at first, one gone. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Got him swinging for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Comes up empty.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard hit left side. That ends the frame. The Expos out front here, 10-4. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We go to the 9th. Tim Raines digs in now.
Ball.
The 1-0. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
On the ground right side. Harper steps on the bag. Now one gone in the 9th.
Now batting, center fielder, number 9.
Here's the center fielder, Marcus Grissom. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Ball 1.
Here's a 1-2. Way high. Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Now pitching.
So they turn to their closer, Joan Duran.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now here is Larry Walker. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Ground ball right side. Stott over to first in time. And that's the third out. The Expos have the lead 10-4. Pitching change here, John Wildman.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Now the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
Third baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
That one fouled off. Now the 0-1.
Nope. Outside.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss, and one out now.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That's too low.
Ball.
Ball one. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. And that
inside,
misses.
ball two.
And it's 2-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Hit in the air, center field. Brings it in, and there are two down.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder.
So they're down to their final out. Gabriel Rincones Jr. stands in for the Phillies. Pitches in there. Strike one.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Two down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Battling here as he fouls it away. One and two now. Got him. That finishes the evening's action. Urbina with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.